Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy, Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut the Check, and we back here with another video. If this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you share this to your grandma, your uncle, your cousin, your sister, whoever. Share it. Let them know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we back here. And we about to get into this video right after the intro. Let's go. I said to myself, yeah, I gotta get this paper. Kiss on my daughter's cheeks, I'll see you later. Daddy on the road, man, I gotta get this paper. Middle finger in the air, these haters.
When Luis Reyes learned that he'd be in jail for the next 30 years, you knew just by his body language the bailiffs would have to hold him.
Yo. 30 years? He looked young. He looked young. He looked real young. To get 30 years, bro. Whatever he did wasn't worth it. I'm gonna be honest with you. First of all, no matter what if you do something and you gotta go to jail for it, it's not worth it, bro. Be honest, it's not worth it. Now he crying.
As the door shut, Reyes' mom wailed, and then her son screamed. Judge Michael Andrews didn't have any sympathy for the minor that at age 14 allegedly robbed, beat, and raped a woman who's now 91 years old. Reyes.
Oh my God, he's still a baby, bro. Like, he's still, yo, your balls didn't drop, bro. Like, come on. Come on. I hate seeing stuff like this, like, for real. Somebody sent me this, you know what I mean? Like, you 14, bro. Know what I'm saying? You didn't even get a chance to really experience your life. And now you got 30 years. 30 years in jail. That means you have no freedom, bro, for 30 years. That is crazy, yo. That's crazy.
Along with Carlos Fernandez, who is celebrating his 17th birthday today in shackles, both pleaded no contest and got the same sentence.
We think they deserve long prison time. If not for the United States case of Graham, we would ask the court to sentence him to life imprisonment.
Prosecutors wanted life in prison, but a Supreme Court ruling means minors can't receive the sentence. Jonathan Rodriguez, who was also involved, made a plea deal and got 20 years.
Tell me where the freak's at. Oh, beautiful.
New anger today over the murder of a high school student on prom day. 16-year-old Marin Sanchez was killed by a classmate because she wouldn't go to the dance with him. Now the victim's family says the murderer's sentence is not enough. CBS 2's Scott Rappaport was in the Connecticut courtroom.
Sentenced to 25 years for murder, 19-year-old Christopher Plaskin uttered just 5.
Yo, and he looked like one of those lames, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tried to, like, get so many chicks, but they wasn't messing with him because he was the weirdo. He was the weirdo. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even going. That dude right there was the weirdo. And just because, you know, he probably went up to her, hey, you know, I'm going to go to prom with you or whatever. She probably was nasty to him, whatever. But it still don't, you know, still don't make it okay for you to be killing people, bro. Another one. Down, bro. 16. He probably ain't got life.
5 words in court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Demurely declining the offer to speak about the heinous stabbing death of 16-year-old classmate Marin Sanchez, whom authorities say he killed inside their high school on prom day 2 years ago because she wouldn't go to the prom with him, with savage fury.
The ferocity of this attack, and that it all occurred in a mere 33 seconds.
That's crazy.
That she could be stabbed on multiple occasions. The barbarity of that shocks the conscience.
In the courtroom, off camera before the judge, the victim's mother, Donna Cimarelli, refused to discuss Plaskin, instead describing her daughter as the love of my life, my best friend. She was destined for greatness. And later, she spoke to reporters for the very first time when I asked her what was in her heart.
My feelings is that Marin is in my soul. She walks with me every day, and we will be doing a lot of magnificent things in the future with her leading.
Back in March, Plaskin pled no contest to the crime in exchange for the 25-year sentence. His lawyers said he was considering an insanity defense.
Christopher was profoundly ill on April 25th, 2014. As he told the probation officers each and every day, all he thinks about is this should not have happened.
Is there anything you guys want to say?
Plaskin's family left court without comment. Under the terms of the sentencing,
of course, they cannot say nothing. Like, what could you say? You know what I'm saying? If, you know, your son killed somebody else's child, bro, you really can't say nothing. Of course, you didn't do it. It wasn't you. But you can't say anything. You know, ain't nothing you can say. You can't say nothing to make it better. Nothing, yo. Nothing. Crazy.
Plaskin could be eligible for parole in 13 years, having already served 2 years while waiting for trial.
Greg, 22-year-old Patrick Kemp faces murder because his friend died during a robbery police say he was involved in. I was in court when Kemp heard the charges he faces. He frowned up at some of the allegations and even had a smirk on his face at times that didn't sit well with the homeowner who found his friend wounded in his driveway.
He had that look on his face, but he didn't care.
That's what Archie Booker thought when he saw 22-year-old Patrick Kemp smirking when he went before a judge on murder charges. Kemp also frowned when the judge read part of the allegations.
The homeowner, identified as Michael Richards, did shoot Williams as he began entering the window.
Kemp faces murder charges after Riverdale police say this homeowner shot and killed 19-year-old John Dexter Williams on Birch Circle Tuesday before noon. In court, the judge explained that Williams and Kemp went to the home with a plan to break into it.
It says that you did knock on the front door of the location.
Yo, let me tell you, breaking in somebody's house these days is not it. It's not it, bro. It's not it. Especially if you're in a state where you're licensed to carry. Nope. Nope. That is not the move. I'm going to tell you. You're breaking in somebody's house, you might get one. You know what I'm saying? You might. It's going down. It's going down. Because I tell you, somebody come up in my drink. I'm just saying. And some people don't even have license. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You never know what you're walking into when you just going into somebody's house. Now, they got people that, and I'm not saying it's okay to do these things. It's not okay to sit here and do these crimes and stuff like that. But if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. It is what it is. That's you. You know what I'm saying? But breaking into people's houses ain't it. I'm going to tell you that. It ain't it. Now, people stole cars and, you know, they still doing that or whatever. It is what it is. But breaking in people's houses? There's a 50-50 chance you might not be walking out of there. You know what I'm saying? 50-50 chance. Word.
While the co-perpetrator, John Williams, did break through a window in the rear of the location.
That's when the homeowner shot Williams. Kemp was apprehended later. After Williams was shot, he collapsed in Archie Booker's driveway. Booker was so shaken by what happened, he posted this on Facebook.
To my young black brothers, you know, it's not worth it. It's just not worth breaking in folks' homes because people are not going to stand for that.
What I just said, you know what I'm saying? What I just said. People is not going, like, a lot of people is scrap, bro. You be surprised who the people are that are scrap, especially in the states that are licensed to carry. I'm in Pennsylvania. It is licensed to carry. You breaking somebody's house out here, you going to get one. I'm just saying. You know what they need to start doing, like these young kids or whatever? I wish they had like a list of, okay, if I commit this crime, these is the years that I'm going to get. It is not worth it. 1 year, 6 months, 10 years. No amount of time is worth it going to jail. You're sleeping in the bed, cold, thin ass mattress, if you want to call that a mattress. You might have a bunkie. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a bunkie. You know what I'm saying? Food ain't good. Cold. You got to take a shit right next to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to tell you when to eat, when to shower. It's not it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
A teenage killer officially sentenced to death. A judge agreed with a Warren County jury which sentenced 19-year-old Austin Myers to death. He is now the youngest person on death row in Ohio. 9 on Your Side's Jay Warren was there as a mother pleaded for her son's life.
Austin Myers showed no emotion as the death sentence was imposed. In fact, he showed no emotion throughout the entire course of the trial. Today, in a last-ditch effort, Austin Myers stood up and asked Judge Donald Oda to spare his life.
I think there's a lot of good things I can do with my life if you allow me to keep my life.
Myers and his co-defendant Timothy Mosley killed 18-year-old Justin Back during a robbery attempt at his home in Waynesville. Today, the judge imposed the jury's recommendation of death.
The court finds that the state has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the aggravating circumstance outweighs the mitigating factor. Therefore, the sentence of death shall be imposed upon Austin Gregory Myers on the charge of aggravated murder.
Myers once again showed no emotion. Out of touch with reality. That's how prosecutor David Fornshell describes him.
During the trial, he actually had a conversation, a jail call with his dad, where he agreed that his plea agreement would be that if we dismissed all charges against him, that he wouldn't sue me for wrongful imprisonment.
Killer Margaret Allen
Death. That's crazy. Y'all young people, think about that, yo. I'm telling you. Think about it.
apologized in court today and asked that her life be spared. That's when a prosecutor let her have it.
I know it's not been easy, but I want you to know that you are.
Among the first words the public has heard from Margaret Allen through her tears is that she's sorry for the murder of Wenda Wright. Allen said she shouldn't be put to death for something she didn't do. A jury has already convicted Allen of strangling her housekeeper and pouring bleach and other chemicals on her after accusing her of stealing. A prosecutor questioned whether she really is sorry.
Did you feel sorry when you said, thank God that's over?
No, that's not true. I didn't do that. I didn't say that.
The prosecutor pointed out Allen's own young daughter was present at the torture.
Your daughter talked about what you'd asked her to do. Go get some tape so that you could tape up your friend, right? The one that you felt so sorry for.
I wasn't never no killer, no murderer. I was always a loving, caring person.
The judge will consider the testimony in deciding whether to follow the...
Yeah, I don't know what it is that people think is gonna happen, right? So like once you killed somebody, you know you killed the person and all this. Do you think the judge is gonna be like, you know what, you're crying and you seem like you're an upstanding person and you're not gonna do it? Okay, you free. No, you're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? No.
Jury's recommendation of death for Allen. The victim's common-law husband and relatives watched it all, and when it came time for the husband to speak, he looked Allen straight in the eye.
I'm angry about it, yes, but I forgive you.
Allen will be sentenced in February. At 6, my interview with the victim's husband.
You get to see two very different faces of this car thief. On the left, Ryan Stone bragging about his crimes to a female visitor in jail.
And on the right, Stone crying in court as he learned he will spend the rest of his life locked up. It's for a chase and crime spree that went all the way from Longmont to Parker. Today, we learned much more about this dramatic case.
And Denver 7 reporter Mark Stewart joins us now with more on this story. Mark, he didn't seem very remorseful before today.
Indeed, and in fact, you could argue the man behind the wheel here was money hungry. Just released recordings reveal he wanted to profit from all of the clicks of the chase received on our own Denver 7 YouTube channel. A high-speed chase through 5 metro Denver counties. At times, cars were ditched and drivers thrown out the door. At one point, a 4-month-old boy was strapped in a back seat.
Yeah, my lawyer told me I made the news in the UK and Australia.
For the first time since last year's chase, we are seeing a jailhouse conversation. Driver Ryan Stone hoped to profit from his internet fame after the video was posted online.
You get paid by YouTube. So, Channel 7 News, I believe, is going to be the one that gets paid for that. Well, I'm going to contact Channel 7 News.
During his sentencing in court, Stone made an apology, yet wouldn't take responsibility, blaming his escapade on drugs.
First of all, why would you... Yo, he on a jail call. Why would he, like, sit there and brag about that? Like, you stupid, bro. You is the stupid... You the most, like... Come on, bro. He gotta be... Oh, my God.
Drugs. He asked the judge to give him a break.
I pray you leave me time to start a family of my own with my beautiful wife.
That didn't happen. Stone was sentenced to 160 years in prison.
Those angels up there actually pulled me out of the way.
Trooper Bellum and he almost died. Stone struck him while he was trying to throw out stop sticks.
I proudly wear this badge, and I want to continue to be able to do so, to be able to return to full active duty in the next couple of months.
A crime spree caught from the sky, ending with a career criminal going nowhere but prison.
This guy is a menace, and he is gone from us now, and we are better for it.
Brackman received 4 life without parole sentences plus 20 years. But for family members of the victims, even that is not enough.
It's uncivilized. I mean, it's just, you know, but...
Yo, I'm
sorry, and we are better for it.
Brackman received 4 life...
Yo, what's up with your man nose, bro? Yo, his joint look like an arrow pointing down. If I'm lying. Yo, look at his nose. It looks like an arrow. Like the arrow is pointing down. Like...
without parole sentences plus 20 years.
Yo.
But for family members of the victims, even that is not enough.
It's uncivilized. I mean, it's just, you know, but... yeah, he is who he is.
John Sanchez is the father of 22-year-old Christy Sanchez. She was one of the 4 murder victims. Brackman admitted being the triggerman in the deaths of Sanchez, 47-year-old Walter Burnell, and 43-year-old Jacob Rodimich, and ordering Valencia Williams to kill Haley Navarro. Her family is still distraught over those circumstances.
She knew she was gonna die. She knew. I know she knew. It hurts. I'm sorry, it hurts.
Brackman did address the court and said, "I didn't mean for it to happen, and I apologize. That's all I gotta say." Navarro's 16-year-old sister spoke directly to the defendant from the witness stand and said his answer gave her a little piece of justice.
Him listening to me and him actually responding.
How did he respond?
I asked him if it was really all worth it, and he shook his head no at me.
There was tight security. Everyone in the gallery had to go through metal detectors to get into the courtroom. There's been bad blood between the victim's family members and Rackaman's family. The convicted killer's friend still doesn't believe he did it and is covering for someone else.
If you ain't got your word and you're not loyal and you're a rat or two-faced or kind of iffy, you don't make it out here. You don't have that chance. He never stood a chance against us, and he's never coming home.
The judge is recommending that Rackman serve his sentence in the Wabash Valley Correctional Facility.
And right now at 5:30, it was a day filled with outbursts inside a Broward County courtroom. The man found guilty of a deadly shooting inside a Dunkin' Donuts took the stand. His name is James Herard. He's a former gang member. He was previously convicted for a brutal Thanksgiving Day armed robbery, also convicted of another crime, a murder, and the jury recommended the death sentence for that.
But today he was back in court trying to get that overturned. Team 6 reporter Sharon Lawson is live outside the courthouse and joins us with the new details. Sharon?
Well, during James Herard's trial, he never got the chance to testify. So today was his day to state his case in front of the judge before the judge hands down his sentence. And you would be surprised to hear what Herard had to say. In what is supposed to be convicted killer James Herard's last chance to escape the jury's recommendation of a death sentence, Herard took to the stand and said this.
Essentially, I'm not asking you to spare me.
Sounds bizarre. Listen to the reason why.
Because I know the Supreme Court, won't allow me to die for something that I didn't commit.
Well, Herard didn't pull the trigger in the 2008 murder of 39-year-old Eric Jean-Pierre, who was gunned down while he walked home from work. Prosecutors say Herard, along with several other members of a gang, were part of a body count competition where Therod Bell was the alleged triggerman, adding Herard pushed Bell to commit the crime, making him just as culpable.
They claim that I encouraged Therod Bell to shoot someone. And how I did that, I don't know.
Throughout the morning, both before and after Herard testified, the defense brought up numerous people, many of them convicted criminals who knew Herard, saying he was a motivator, tutor, counselor, an overall good guy.
Teaching people how to read and stuff. Oh yeah, he'll be a big president institution. He was helping out and trying to keep everybody focused in line.
The testimony brought Herard's mom to tears, overwhelmed with what her son now faces. Herard was one of several gang members involved in a string of violent Dunkin' Donuts robberies in Broward and Palm Beach counties, many of the horrific crimes caught on camera. A jury convicted Herard for the brutal murder of a Dunkin'.
Yeah, I was going to say, why would they be robbing Dunkin' Donuts? You know what I'm saying? Out of all the places. But you know what? I ain't going to lie. Dunkin' Donuts it be like all the way around blocks, you know what I'm saying? Like they got customers, you know what I'm saying? So I guess
Donuts customer back in 2008. He received multiple counts of life imprisonment for that crime and other offenses. And now the same jury that convicted him says he deserves to die. Now it's up to the judge.
Go ahead and do what you're going to do. Pretty much, you know what I mean? I'm pretty much daring you to give me the death sentence. Pretty much.
Carol, imagine a babysitter that hurt a child on purpose.
How he going
purpose, and not just one child, but several. That's what parents of some tiny victims told a judge today, asking for a long sentence for Alexis Sexton for the pain she caused their families. Robert Gans says his 14-month-old grandson, Noah Philhauer, will never be able to heal from the injuries he received when he was intentionally dropped by 19-year-old Alexis Sexton.
He had brain swelling, he had blood on his brain. He had 3 broken ribs.
Gans now has custody of the boy and told the judge to show no mercy on the woman who preyed on innocent children.
I just want her to receive the maximum amount you can give for her for what she's done. It's not fair to him to have something to deal with something for the rest of his life.
The boy's mom cried as she talked about his injuries.
She took him away from me almost. They said that if she would have dropped him on his head an inch to the left, it would have killed him.
Others told the judge Sexton's actions are unforgivable. Kayla Lennon says Sexton fractured 3 of her daughter's fingers as they rode together in the same car.
And I do ask that she gets punished and that justice is served for the children who don't have a voice. I would like to apologize to all my victims. I am truly... She took him away from me almost. They said that if she would have dropped him on his head an inch to the left, it would have killed him.
Others told the judge Sexton's actions are unforgivable. Kayla Lennon says Sexton fractured 3 of her daughter's fingers as they rode together in the same car.
What? Is she getting in trouble for that? Like, I'm not understanding. So, I'm pretty sure that baby was screaming to the top, and you telling me you didn't go check on your baby? That don't even add up, right? Like, for real.
I do ask that she gets punished and that justice is served for the children who don't have a voice. I would like to apologize to all my victims. I am truly sorry. I wish them nothing but the best in the future. Your Honor, all I really want is to get help.
At her sentencing, Sexton spoke too, telling the judge she has a serious problem.
Whatever. What's the problem? What's the problem? Hurting little babies?
Problem she can't control. And her mom, Jackie Yoakum, agreed. She asked the judge for mercy for her daughter because she's suffering too.
She also admitted to me that she never told me this because she thought people would turn against her and think she was crazy.
Now, several other family and friends spoke on Sexton's behalf, but in the end, the judge says because of the children she hurt and the seriousness of the crimes she committed, she had to go to prison.
Christy Mack and her family have been waiting for this day for a long time. These charges come from an attack that actually happened back in 2014. But even with today's sentencing, Mack says that she'll always live with a certain amount of fear.
But I do know when I get out, when he gets out, he will kill me.
War Machine was facing 34 felony charges. He was found guilty on 29 of those, all in connection to the attack on his ex-girlfriend and the...
Time out. Don't tell me his name is War. Time out, bro. Time out.
A sentencing, Mack says that she'll always live with a certain amount of fear.
But I do know when I get out, when he gets out, he will kill me.
War Machine was facing 34 felony charges. He was found guilty on 29 of those, all in connection to the attack on his ex-girlfriend and
homeboy name is War Machine.
The man she was dating at the time, Corey Thomas. From the testimony, this was a brutal attack. The ER doctor who treated Mack said that she had a broken nose, fractured a rib, broken facial bones, and lost teeth. He went on to say her liver was so damaged you could compare it to someone who had been in a car crash. Today, War Machine told the judge that he's been thinking about everything that's happened and he hates himself for it.
I should have killed myself by now. There's no reason right now that I shouldn't be in the dirt right now, laying right next to Aaron Hernandez.
Now, the defense team has mentioned filing an appeal, but regardless, War Machine will spend a long time in prison before that process even starts. From the Regional Justice Center, Yasmin Hassan, 13 Action News.
It's crazy. All right, y'all, listen, I'm out of here. I'm going to get this edited up for y'all. Throw this out. I'll probably do another one today. I'm going to try to throw 2 of these things out today. You know what I'm saying? But listen, like I said, if you got to this point of the video and you did not subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If I'm not mistaken, right here in the corner, over there somewhere in that area, no, this area right here. In this area of the video, it's an icon. Pretty sure got my picture on it. Click that picture and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? That's how easy it is. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all in the next video. It's your boy Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut the Check. And I'm out of here.